My name is Trisha. I have a 17-year-old daughter with special needs. She has been on Asea for 1 year as of right now, and some of the stories that you'll hear, some people have found changes in 3 days, a week, a month. That was not the case with us. It took 3 to 4 months to see changes in her, and they're huge. They're life-changing, so when you please try this product, stick with it because changes will come. Some of the changes that she's had is much better eye contact. She'll actually look you in the face when she's talking with you. Her language has improved incredibly. She can actually carry on a conversation, which is not something that she did easily before. She's had a tremendous amount of weight loss. She's lost about 15 pounds, and it was right in the beginning. She lost it right away. So that was a nice change for her because she was getting to the point where she was quite overweight. Her sugar levels were tested right before we started Asea. They were dangerously high, and after we were on the Asea, she was on the Asea for 2 months, then she had her sugar levels tested again and they were 100% normal. Victoria was born with low tone muscles and she fatigued very easily. It was difficult to take her places, even to the mall was a struggle because she got tired very quickly. After being on the Asea for a few months, her strength, in my opinion, has at least tripled. She's gotten so much stronger. She can exercise 5 days a week. And even in Taekwondo, she's a black belt in Taekwondo on a modified program. Her master has noticed huge changes in her. She's so much stronger with her kicks and her punches. She's more focused. She can remember her forms much better. It's been a huge increase for her. She's much, much more affectionate now than she ever was before. A lot of times I'd have to ask her if I can give her a hug or a kiss. And most of the time she'd say, no, not now. And now she comes right up to me and she'll hug me and won't let go sometimes, which is absolutely wonderful for a parent to have, which is not something I always had with her, which is great. When she left school in June, she had only been on Asea for a few months, and she came back in September, and the first week of school, the school psychologist called me and was just ecstatic that Victoria had changed so much over the summer. She wanted to know what we were doing. She said she looked much healthier, she was more focused, she was volunteering, she was helping out the other students in her class, and that's not something that Victoria has ever done before. So there's been huge changes in school. Her teachers have noticed it. Her regular pediatrician saw huge changes in her also. We hadn't been to the doctor in a whole year because Victoria just didn't get sick at all this year, and she was the kind of kid that every time she got sick when she was little, we ended up in the hospital needing IV or something like that. And it's been a whole year since she's been sick, and we saw the doctor and she just said, I need to know what this stuff is that she's on because I've never seen changes like this before. This is really, really amazing. She's become much more social. In a big setting, she has a hard time, and if somebody comes right up to her, but now she's more comfortable in a social setting. She's actually even gotten a job in the community a couple of days a week through her school, and she can carry on a conversation with customers that come in, and even somebody she knows, maybe somebody she doesn't know, she'll be able to respond to their questions and how are you doing, that kind of thing. When we first started Asea, just before, every day she'd wake up, she didn't want to eat breakfast. She always complained that she had stomach aches every morning or headaches, and she just refused to eat in the morning, and that went away, within the first couple months, and she's able to have a nice breakfast. Also, her ENT, she was on several medications with her ENT, and he took her off the medication several months ago, and he said she just doesn't need them anymore. The Asea is working great for her, and you don't ever need to come back to this office again. And one of the best things that happened this year is this horrible flu season, 2012-13 flu season was just terrible. Every person in her class, so she's got about 9 students and 9 adults that work in her class, and every single one of them had been out with the flu or that stomach virus, and Victoria hasn't even had a runny nose yet this whole winter, so that's fortunate for us and it's been wonderful. So Asea has been the best thing that has ever happened to me.